Hey, this is Aaron over at Hawaii Music Supply. Today we're going to go over a few things about the ukulele, the different sizes and different makes and models of them, and different tunings for them. This one in particular is Pono PKS1, which is a soprano ukulele made out of solid koa. Now the Pono company is a branch off of the Ko'olau ukulele company, which was established about 15 years ago here in Hawaii by John Kitakis. And they make some of the finest ukuleles on the planet, and they sound fantastic. Now the soprano size, which is what we have here, is kind of a traditional sounding ukulele, and you know, that little riff that always brings us into our videos, that is like a real traditional sound. Makes you think of like 50s Waikiki and stuff like that. This ukulele is the one that they normally would have played it on, like a traditional size little thing. You get that little run, you know. Kind of makes you think of a luau and a pig with the apple in his mouth and that kind of stuff. But that's the soprano size. The next size we're going to go over is going to be the concert. This is a Pono concert ukulele. This is a solid mahogany instrument, and it's got a really interesting sound. The concert is popular in Hawaii with like younger kids and women, and pretty much anybody that's not comfortable with the tenor size ukulele. It's the same tuning. We still have G, C, E, A. It's really traditional sounding, but at the same time you can still play whatever it is that you feel like playing on them. So yeah, let's hear how it sounds. See, it's a little bit bigger sounding than the soprano in the sense that there's not so much treble. There's more mid-range in there. It's a really mellow sound, and most concert ukuleles have that. That's kind of one of the signatures of a concert size ukulele. So you might want to try one of these out. Now this ukulele in particular, I play one just like it actually. I'm a little biased towards this company because I mean I love their ukes. They're fantastic stuff. This one is made out of a solid spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides. You can see ebony binding on this ukulele. It's got Grover tuners on it, and this particular one actually has a pickup system in there. So I mean, this is, you know, straight passive. There's no battery inside. Just plug and play. One of my favorite things about this company and what they're doing right now is they're the only ones that I know that do this. They have a truss rod in their tenors and their baritone necks. And the good thing about that is if you ever go to the mainland or if you go anywhere outside of Hawaii where the humidity is different and, you know, you've got, you know, warpage going on, you can actually adjust that like a really good quality guitar has. So that is one of the fantastic things about this ukulele. This particular uke is tuned G, C, E, A, but it's got the low G. Now see, the tenor ukulele, and this is where the debate comes in. A lot of people kind of, you know, it's low G, high G, that kind of thing. But also the tuning of the tenor. Some feel that it should be tuned like a baritone, which is like the bottom four strings of a guitar. And the traditionalists, if you listen to like a lot of old ukulele players, you know, the older guys, they play that way. They tune it down till you have D, G, B, E. But the D is usually a high string, you know, so that's the... This one I have tuned to standard pitch, G, C, E, A. And if you listen to this, I mean, with the tenor ukuleles, the low G I like especially because you get that extra couple of notes there, you know. Also, you know, because of those extra notes, you kind of have like the, how do you say, like the option to work it in to your playing when you're doing scales. You know, that kind of thing. ukulele. My favorite one. I'm biased. I like this size. So, right on. This is a Pono, and this thing is probably one of the nicest baritones I've ever seen. It's got the cedar top, rosewood sides and back. If you see this beautiful maple binding, man, it's like, you gotta see this thing to believe it. It's got an ebony fingerboard, and yeah, just fantastic. Rover tuners. It's got a pickup system, a cutaway. Man, I really, really like this one. Yeah, you guys already know I'm like a Pono addict as it is, but this particular baritone is tuned like a guitar, the bottom 4 strings of guitar. So a little bit different. I mean, your chord shapes are the same. You still have traditional shapes, but they are now, instead of this being a G, it's now a D. It's a C instead of an F. It's like playing the bottom 4 strings of a guitar. So it's got a different sound to it, and that's what makes it unique and beautiful. I mean, this fantastic ukulele. I can't get enough of this one. And you can get those real guitar-like sounds. Another thing that these things are really good for is if you're a guitar player and you need to learn your jazz chording, the bottom 4 strings is like essential for your leads and your runs and stuff like that. And this is a good practicing tool because you don't have the bass in the way. You're not worried about those 2 top strings. So you can kind of take these types of chords, learn your skill. I mean, just kind of run through it, I really like the sound of baritone ukuleles, and that's a big part of it. You got these chords that just kind of jump out at you, and like it's not the same as a guitar, whereas you kind of hear the whole thing in full. This is like the top end of it, so you get more of a crisp sound out of it. So that's who would play the baritone.